An alien invasion causes the Earth to stop spinning around its axis in order to save the planet and kill the people. This is how it all begins. It's 1928, and one mountaineer is exploring the Karakoram Mountains located in India. Deep within the mountain, the man meets a strange and glowing sphere. He tries to touch the glowing object, but he falls unconscious. After waking up from his coma, the man realizes that there's a patch of skin missing from his hand. Apparently, someone was trying to extract DNA samples from him, but since humanity didn't even know what DNA was back then, the man thinks it's nothing important. The timeline jumps to 2008. Helen Benson is a scientist taking care of her stepson. The US government finds out about a strange object moving towards Earth that's about to hit Manhattan. The speed of the asteroid is 30,000 kilometers per second, so trying to destroy it with a missile is impossible. NASA assembles a team of scientists to stop Armageddon. Since Helen Benson and Michael Grenier, one of her friends, are part of the science group, they create a special plan of action that will ensure the survival of everyone on the planet. The scientists are immediately flown to New York City, where they will await the object's collision. While inside the aircraft, the scientists notice the glowing object in the sky. But instead of crashing, the object landed just like a spaceship in the middle of Central Park. NYPD officers and US military forces swarm the giant glowing sphere and prepare for the worst. It turns out the sphere is an alien spaceship. When a door opens, a strange alien gets out, and Helen goes to greet it. However, some of the soldiers shoot it, blood spurts Helen's face, and then a giant metallic humanoid robot emerges from the inside. Capable of controlling objects, the robot disables all of the electronic devices nearby. Then, a high-pitched noise stuns the NYPD and the soldiers that were ready to attack it. After that, the robot faces Helen and wants to attack her. Just as he extends his hand to grab Helen, the alien tells him to back off. The unbearable noise stops when the alien utters the famous command, Klaatu Barada Nikto. With the robot disabled, humans take the alien to the lab for testing. As they try to remove the bullet from its body, the alien sheds his skin. The scientists later find out that the exterior was a spacesuit that was bioengineered from material resembling a placenta. After the scientists remove the bullet, the alien begins aging quickly. In a very short time, the alien morphs into an individual that looks similar to the mountaineer the film showed us at the beginning of the movie. After revealing that the aliens used human DNA to turn themselves human-like, Klaatu, the alien that emerged from the inside, talks to the Secretary of Defense, Regina Jackson. The alien reveals to Jackson that he represents ancient cosmic civilizations. When he told the defense secretary he would like to talk to the leader of the planet so they can save the planet, instead of complying, they rush Klaatu to an interrogation room. They hook him to a lie detector test, but Klaatu is obviously annoyed by the unnecessary questions. He begins to control the machine with his mind, and even causes the interrogator's body to spasm after falling on the floor. As Klaatu escapes, he meets with Helen and her stepson Jacob to tell them his mission is to save the Earth. After Klaatu leaves, spaceships begin landing in different locations around the planet. World leaders are concerned and people start migrating. Seeing the sphere in Central Park causes worldwide panic. While this is happening across the globe, the US military is supposed to deal with the Gort, or genetically organized robotic technology. First, they decide to launch a drone attack, hoping they would destroy the robot, but they barely even damage it. Then, they quickly change their tactic, and instead of attacking the robot, the military carefully encloses it. Then, they take it to Mount Weather. Inside this underground facility located in Virginia, they plan on destroying it with advanced technology and explosives. While all of this is happening, Klaatu finds another humanoid alien that has landed on planet Earth. Unlike Klaatu, he has lived among humans for 70 years, and his name is Mr. Wu. During their conversation, Klaatu finds out that the human race is unwilling to change. They are destructive and stubborn. Klaatu believes Mr. Wu since he had the same experience with humans since he came. After the meeting, Klaatu orders all of the smaller spheres across the globe to collect as many DNA samples from different animal species on the planet as they can. They plan on cloning the animals and reintroducing them on Earth after the planet has been cleansed from humans. When Helen and Klaatu meet again, she pleads to stop the destruction, but Klaatu just informs her that they will be saving the Earth from being destroyed by humans. While they were talking, a New Jersey state trooper sees them talking in the woods and tries to take them into custody. However, as soon as he got out of the car and pointed his gun at Helen and Klaatu, the alien controls the car with his mind and causes it to crash into the state trooper, killing him instantly. Immediately after, Klaatu leans down and revives the trooper's lifeless body. He leaves, telling both Helen and Jacob that the only reason he killed him was because the state trooper was an obstacle. When he sees that nothing else works, Helen decides to take Klaatu to a physics professor by the name of Barnhart. Besides being a renowned thinker and scientist, he has also won a Nobel Prize. Klaatu agrees to meet with him. When Helen takes him to the professor's house and they enter the living room, he sees an equation on the board. The professor has been trying to solve it for a long time, but Klaatu glances at it once, takes the eraser, and wipes out the incorrect math. He then writes the correct equation on the board, leaving the professor astounded. During their conversation, Klaatu tells him how their race went through a collaborative evolution, just so they could save their planet from being destroyed. The professor tells him that the human race will do the same. However, they must see that the Earth is headed for disaster. Until they are faced with the real destruction of their planet, he informs Klaatu that humans will not change their ways. During the debate, Helen is not paying attention to Jacob, who despises Klaatu and Helen. He calls the authorities. At the facility in Virginia, while the scientists are examining Gort, the giant robot, they trigger a defense feature. The robot transforms into thousands upon thousands of small, flying insects. They can self-replicate and are capable of consuming every object made by man. They eat through the facility and eventually go outside. They resume their feeding process, and no one can stop them. During the arrest, Klaatu and Jacob manage to escape, while Helen is taken by military forces. Jacob still doesn't like Klaatu, but after talking for a while, they become buddies. Jacob tells him about the human race from the eyes of a child. Klaatu and Jacob contact Helen, and the Secretary of Defense allows her to go, hoping she will convince Klaatu not to destroy Earth. The meeting site is the cemetery, specifically the grave of Jacob's father. When Jacob asks Klaatu to bring his long-dead father back to life, Klaatu tells him that he doesn't have such powers. Helen and Jacob are finally reunited, and they're crying bitterly over their fate. Seeing this heartfelt reunion, Klaatu is convinced to save humanity. To do so, they will have to stop the swarm from spreading. They get in a car and drive to Central Park. As they approach the spaceship, they are forced to go through a swarm of insects. Immediately after finding a safe spot, Jacob and Helen's noses start bleeding. Klaatu realizes that the insects have entered their bodies. Using his powers, Klaatu pulls the insects outside and saves them. He then goes to the spaceship, touches it, and all of the insects are instantly killed. Humanity is saved, but at a great cost. Humans realize that as the aliens leave, so did all the sources of electricity on the planet. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on the notifications so you never miss any of them.